Good morning, everybody. I'm Go Via Go Home. Welcome to the Sunday Brunch Kit Builds. Every week we show up and we build kits. We do some graffiti, some weathering. Today we're doing something a little bit different, something I haven't done on the Sunday Brunch Kit Build before, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I see that there's already some people that are in the chat, like Perry. Perry got the cookie. And Brian, and Tammy and Ray, and Lee, Canadian Locomotive Logistics, and Dave. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. What if I told you you can turn a tree that looks like this, very dull, boring, into something a little bit more realistic? How about that? It's a tree that I did. I did this as a trial tree, if you will. Yesterday, I did a couple, and I'm going to show you guys what I did and how you can make your trees a little bit more super using super trees, of course. So we're going to work on that today, and I've got a whole bunch of trees here that I've got prepped, and they're ready to go. Hey, Floyd. Hey, John. How's it going? Good morning. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Mike is supposed to join me today. We'll see if he shows up, but yeah, we'll get started in just a moment. So you guys, if you guys were watching on Thursday, which was the Third Rail Thursday, it was my Thursday, my week to do a live. I did a whole section on the layout with the, I guess it's the same company that does this. This is the oh geez, what are they called again? Give me a second. I'm always really bad with names. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the company. Whatever. It's they make the super trees. But I did the ground cover. Basically, it's like supposed to be like a forest bottom, or with the wood chips and all that stuff, the deadfall. And I did a huge section on the bottom of the layout, part of my whole restoration and whatnot, and kind of going over everything and kind of giving it a better look and a better feel to it, making things a little bit more detailed and whatnot. So part of that is adding some trees. I used to use the Woodland Scenics trees, and they just weren't doing it for me. I had some issues with them, and yeah, it could be a little bit better, but I think with these look way more realistic, and of course they come highly recommended by like everybody. So this past month, when I was at Supertree in Amherst, I grabbed a big box of super trees. I think it was like $40 American, and right now I've got over 30 trees just from the one box, but I'm not even done. There's still a whole bunch left in the box. And of course, because you can use everything, I've got a bunch of little ones as well. That could be N scale, or it could be a little bush in HO scale. So you can use everything, literally everything in the box. But we're going to focus on the big ones today. And we're going to do some big, beautiful trees. Look at that. It's going to be a really neat looking tree. Welcome, Willow Creek, and another John and Anthony. How's it going, guys? Thanks for joining. All right, so as far as it goes, and I'm going to kind of give you the start to finish here of the trees and how I do them. You can always look online for a number of different ways to do this, but this is just the way that I'm doing it. It worked for me. It's super easy, and you know me, I like to keep everything as simple as possible. So with the trees, like I said, you get a box of it, $40, and you get what looks like a giant tumbleweed, and you pick it apart and you pick out things that look like it could be a tree, kind of like that one. And I'm going to put this down for a second so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. So using my tweezers here, there are little things in the tree, and I found one here, and I'm going to show you. So you just grab that and kind of pull it out, and it's I don't even know if you can see that, but it looks like almost like a dead leaf. And with something like this here, you want to take them out because they don't look realistic. It's right on the end of my finger there, but you can't see that because it's so small. But I go through my trees and I pick them all out. Some of them are very obvious, and some of them are kind of hidden in the tree, depending on how big it is. Just like this one here. There we go. See, got another one. But anyway, so you go through your trees and you locate all those, and you pick them out because they're gross looking. Then I set up my soldering iron because some of them, and this is a good example right here. This one here, if I'm holding it up straight, it's not very straight. It curves this way, and then when I straighten that out, it's still curving to the left. So you want to make it so that it, it's fine if there's a bit of a curve, but this thing goes off this way and off that way. So I set up my soldering iron like this, and I will apply a little bit of heat to it, and then I can kind of flex it over it, and then you kind of spin it and you kind of work it so that you're straightening it out. Now you do want to be careful though, because these will burn, so you don't want to burn them, because then that's all your little leaves gone, or the starting where your leaves are. So once you straighten them out, they look a little bit more like that, where it's straight up and down, or if there's a bit of a curve to it, it doesn't matter as much, but you more or less want it standing up. Then I hit mine with camo brown paint, and this is where it's going to be very hard to see. There we go. I'll do it like this. The camo brown paint is part of the camo series. They've got camo tan, black, green, but I use the brown to represent obviously the bark and whatnot. And it doesn't take long to dry because the wood, it is a natural product, so it will absorb the paint and it absorbs glue really, really well. So now we've got our base tree. Usually what I do is what I did do was I took a piece of string, a long piece, attached it at both ends to like the wall or something. And then I got some clothespins and I sprayed it, and then I had it hanging, and that's basically how I paint them all. And then once it dries, you can bring it in and it's good to work with. It's been a mild last couple of days, so it's been really good for painting. The trees. Let's bring in Trackside Mike here.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Can you hear me? Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Good. How are you?
Good. Just
so we're talking trees today.
Trees.
Yeah. Are you?
Nice.
Yeah. You got your trees there?
I think so. There's some. I got to straighten these two out. Yeah.
How have you found doing this so far?
Good. So there's the ones I painted so far. I got to flock them, but
nice. Yeah. I'm gonna do some of that here today as well. It's funny because you and I both got a lot of the same products here, so I found it fitting that we both kind of do use together, because why not? We got the Super Leaf as well. You've got a couple of bags of these. There's a light green and a dark green. That's kind of the way that we wanted to go with this. There's the item number, just in case you guys want to know. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's SE6123 and 6133.
Yep.
So they're just a shade off of each other there. So as I was saying, basically I painted mine brown. What color brown did you use for yours?
Kind of like a rustic camo brown.
Yeah.
And then I got the air boost set up. I'm gonna try a couple in the with the airbrush.
Right on. Now for the ones that I've already done, all I did was I sprayed this part here with hairspray, and then I sprinkle on some of this, and then of course once it's on there, you spray it again, and it'll lock it in place. And they've held up really, really well. I've already added a couple to my layout, but by the time I'm done this here, I'm gonna have a whole bushel to add as well.
Yeah. Have you gone over what
So
you're gonna need?
are you doing what you need as far as to do the trees?
Supplies. Yeah, for supplies.
I not entirely. You can tell us what you're using there. Yeah.
So you just go up. Oh, let me change camera, sir. You just go up in your significant other's cabinet, or your girlfriend or wife's cabinet. She won't notice her hairspray's gone. Grab one of those. Then raid her cupboard for some more containers, because you know, once you open the bag, just put her in the flock in the container. And yeah, whatever color you want to go. And get a little tray. That's what I'm using here to after I spray it with the hairspray, sprinkle it in there.
I didn't have a little tray, but I put these paper towels down, and I can just, when I get some on here, I just do one of these and do that, and I can empty it back into the bag. But does the trick still? So
it does the trick.
But yeah, you want to make sure you try to save as much as you can, because yeah, you can make it go a long way.
Whoa.
So are those all your unpainted trees there?
These ones here, because you're almost like an arborist once you start plucking these things apart.
Mm-hmm.
And these are like your little shrubs and stuff, right? Can't really make a tree out of them, but you can make a bush or a tumbleweed out of them. So I keep them in another box.
I found that I got a lot of pieces that look like giant logs as well, which is really cool, because you can put those scattered throughout the deadfall as well.
Now, did you find once you pulled it out of the box, like some of them are loose, but a lot of them you have to cut, right?
Yeah. You want to make sure you have a good section at the bottom here, because it is going to need to go into the layout. So usually just the amount for me that the clip holds, that will go below. But you know, you want to make sure you've got a decent amount. The ones like this that are really long, I find, and I can show you here. This one is about,
oh yeah, look at that one,
9.5 inches tall. So these ones are going to put in the background, and they're going to stick up higher than the foreground ones, and it's really going to fill it out really nicely. So
now I
compared
did find
to some of the smaller ones,
my other soldering iron, the one that doesn't have temperature control, it was kind of like burning.
Yeah, you got to be careful with it. You don't hold it too long on there, because then it will burn a little bit. But even the areas where it did burn a little bit, because I spray paint the brown over it, you can't really tell. So
You can't really tell. That's not bad, though.
no. Hey Kyle. Hey Chris. How's it going? Okay, so I'm gonna do up one here because I've painted a whole bunch here already. So
Yeah.
I've got my little spray booth set up. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not. There you go. It's just a box, you know, nothing special about the box except it's a box. And I've got my Tresume. I don't know what color. What color am I going to do this on? I think I want to do the dark green. GRE 2057. How's it going? Greetings from Central Michigan.
Nice.
Hopefully you guys are doing good out there. Have you had a chance to take a look at your Super Leaf?
No, I haven't opened them yet.
It looks really cool and it feels neat as well because it's almost like sprinkles that you'd put on a like a cupcake or a cake. It's really neat.
Oh, cake decorating.
Yeah.
I was watching Rich today. He was actually making these super trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of his channel, but he it's on TikTok anyways. Now, can you put these in the coffee grinder too, or just leave them this the way they are?
The Super Leaf?
Yeah.
I'd leave them. I'd leaf them alone.
Leave them alone?
Yeah. They're good as is.
Break apart pretty easy. Hey, John, how are you? All in all, I think you get quite a bit of trees in these kits. Like
Yeah.
for one box. I've probably gotten, let me see, what do I got? $11 or 12 trees out already. And I still got a pile of them left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the 30s now. I got about 30 trees, but I still have a whole bunch that I haven't pruned the whole bushel that they gave you yet.
Yeah.
So got quite a bit to go still.
As I say, there's quite a few in a box for $40 US. I think it's a good price myself.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Some of it comes out in chunks, but I mean, it breaks up pretty easy. Try not to spill any. There's two colors already out. See if I can straighten this tree out a little bit more with the soldering iron.
So I also have this. It's a cardboard box. It's not a very big box, but it's a box. And basically, all I'm doing with this is just using it as my holster for. I gotta lock some of these in. My holster to hold my trees while they dry, just like that. Now, there's other versions of this where basically they say, well, you know, you can dip it in glue and the glue will help and it protects the tree. That's another way of doing it. But again, just trying to keep things easy here. In the essence of keeping it easy, anyways. The stem on this one broke, so I just gotta pull this up a bit.
But I find that they do break off easy enough, so you got to be gentle with them.
Yeah. And sometimes I find it takes a couple of shots to get them really good, where you know, you'll put some leaf on it and then you spray it and then you put a bit more leaf on it just for more coverage. You just kind of have to work at it. Yeah, and John, I have the there's a very specific glue that you have to use with the woodland scenics trees, and even that is a little strange to use. I'll show you. I don't know if you use this stuff too, but I will show you what I used. It's Hobby Tack, I believe. Yeah, Hobby Tack.
Oh yeah.
And this stuff is sticky as hell. So you put it on, and you got to wait for it to dry because it's white. It looks like white glue, but it's way stickier than white glue. And then once it goes clear, then you can put your puffballs on there or whatever. But yeah, I just wasn't as big of a fan of how they look.
It's like a big tumbleweed.
Yeah. Now I do find that on some of these, and this tree that I'm holding here is a great example, and it's probably why I just remembered. When you're looking at the tree, one side of the tree feels more full than the other, and that's the kind of tree that you want right up against your backdrop because it'll sit flat right up against it. So if you look at the tree this way, this here, there's no branches really coming out here. It's all on this side. So when you put it up against your backdrop like that, it really sits right up against it really nicely. And you're going to have a lot like that.
Hey, Wigwag, how's it going? Yeah, because the first bunch I did this morning with the other soldering iron,
Yeah.
it was like, I'm burning up the leaves and everything.
Yeah, you have to be so careful with them. Oh, we've got John here. I'm going to bring John in.
Where I can at least control these with my other soldering gun because I could set the temperatures.
Did I click it? I'm pretty sure I clicked it. There we go. Hey, John, how's it going?
All right.
John K.
What are you working on today?
That's what I've got so far.
The forest canopy. Oh yeah, okay. How are those ones working out for you?
I haven't tried them yet.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet. Oh, okay.
But this is the glue that comes in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is it just a regular glue? I can't read the label of it.
It's a scenic cement.
Scenic cement. Oh, okay.
Of some sort. But they say you just pour it in a bowl and you dump the stuff in the bowl.
Yep. Yeah. There's even with these ones here, there's a process where they have their own glue, and you have to soak the whole thing in the glue.
Which I've got some. I've got that glue too, or glue too. Because I've got the plastic Woodland Scenics ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you find that process is it effective? Like which one do you like more?
I haven't tried either of them.
Ah, okay.
I'm just getting track traced out right now. And then I'll go from there. I'm basically starting over again.
Been there.
Because I couldn't get my risers lined up right to where it would make one end too narrow to where it wouldn't work.
Oh, geez.
So we'll go from there when I get that far.
It's all a process, eh?
Yep. I can't see anybody else. What do I got to do?
For what?
I mean, I can't see what you're doing on screen.
Oh, you can't?
No, I'm seeing myself.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, we can see you. Well, I can see you anyways. I don't know if Mike
I can see him.
Okay. I just
But,
can't see you guys.
Yeah, no, we're just working away here.
What do I do if I join? What would happen if I joined the chat?
Well, that's because if you clicked on the link to join the video, that's what it'll show you, opposed to being in the chat. You can
Okay.
still, like, I don't know. Usually, if I do it that way, then I'd have a separate device where I can see the chat still, just in
Okay.
case. But as far as with the trees, I mean, you can use a couple of different colors, and obviously depending on the season that that you're modeling, you go with those colors. My layout is basically mid-September on the bottom, and then by the time you get to the top, it's mid-October. So I do want to do more of a fall layout closer to the top. So I'll be using a lot of the brighter colors, which are really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to do that. Still a lot of work to go, though.
Seeing if this works.
So you're just painting.
Painting these ones. Try like I did the other ones outside in the garage with the rattle can.
Yep.
These ones I'm going to try and do with the airbrush. See if that any better. Maybe not, but worth the shot. Just gonna have to do one at a time.
Yeah. Well, it's quite the process, and I think I think I've got enough clothespins to hang about 11 or 12 trees. So I can only do so many at a time myself. So it's quite the process.
Yeah, I'm gonna paint these ones, let them dry, and then I'm gonna put the flock on the ones that I've already got painted. So this is just a brown airbrush paint. Whereas these ones, I painted two colors. So I can get it apart. There you go. So that's a brown, and then I shot them with a gray. Then I shot them again with a brown. Just to give it a different color.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some with the gray as well, like the grayish white. But I think like in my first lot here, just all the green trees, I think I really like the lighter color. It gives it a nice brighter look to it, where the other the darker is still nice, but it's very dreary.
Then you really want to speed up the process. You use a rattle can.
Yeah, that's what I was using. It's just easier, I think. And when they've got the color you need, you know, the whole camo brown, I was just happy that I found some because they were sold out for a while there. So yeah, the more trees you have, obviously you can see there's quite a few here. But yeah, in order to fill out a certain scenes, you need quite a few. So
Open the window down here.
does the airbrush create a stink? No.
No,
Probably
the rattle.
not, right?
So there's one I did.
You're doing the rattle can.
Yeah, so there's one I did with the airbrush. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Takes a little bit. Still gives you the nice effect. Then I just did these with the rattle can. So there's a gray on there. Then I'll shoot them with a brown.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not bad.
Gives it look that bark look or whatever. 2 different colors. Definitely a process, but I mean, when you got them done, it's more lifelike, more realistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Got to put that work in, you know.
That doesn't dry.
My training room is going to smell like a hair salon soon.
Hair salon, paint shop. Glue. You ever notice when you come downstairs and your room smells like Woodland Scenics? What's that stuff? Like the tough stuff?
Oh, the turf? Yeah.
The turf and stuff? You can smell it?
Yeah. Well, ever since I added that ground cover stuff, now it smells like I don't know, whatever that ground cover stuff smells like. But might have to put some Pine Sol air fresheners to give it a more authentic look or smell.
Nobody's ever said anything when they come down to work every day. And who's Tuna Face? Or Tuna Head, Tuna Can, Tuna Dog. Curly's got another nickname for somebody.
Uh-oh.
I'm unboxing these things too.
What are you unboxing? Oh, the cats? Nice.
Since I got the spray booth out, I'm going to weather those too.
Well, that'll be fun.
I think that's for your that's front end loader. That's your track excavator. HO scale.
Does Lauren still have a bunch of those?
I don't know if he's got some, but I'm not sure how many. I haven't even opened these yet. They're very detailed. Yeah, that one goes on the tracks, Curly. Then you got the front end loader. Got your own little construction site thing happening, you know. Speaking of Lauren, talked to him this morning.
Yeah.
He was just getting ready to go get his pick-em-up truck.
Ooh. New truck day. Almost as good as new train day.
He's picking up his old truck in Syracuse.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
That's what I was looking for. But I'll do this one too.
Yeah, that's good. That'll be a trip and a half.
Yeah, so hopefully within the next couple weeks he'll should have the import.
That should be good. A lot of people are saying that they like their P42s, the one people that already got them.
Oh, yeah?
Although, again, just like the Bachmann, apparently they come with the flashing headlights.
What?
Yeah, some of these companies are getting lazy with their decoders and not doing specific to road name. They just took the Amtrak one and put it on the Via one.
Yeah.
So that happened.
This one, this loader here has the different attachments.
Oh, is that the one that was on the module?
I believe so.
Module?
Yeah, it has the one where it has the grippers to grab the track and your rails. Yeah, pretty neat.
That's a cool one.
I need some Mammut equipment on my layout. Yeah. I got a couple. I got the 1750. That's a Liebherr. I think that's the one kit that I can't remember his name now. Zimmerman. I know that's his last name. He has that kit. You can go to our store in Guelph, and depends on what they have in stock in there. But you could also go to the Mammut website and order those as well. HO scale too.
So they offer them right on the website?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be in euros though, like in pounds. On the website.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to. Oh no, I broke that one. Our sales team, and see if somebody could be a distributor for them, but I don't know that yet.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Because Like that big model crane I got from you guys from Larkspur.
Yep.
That's 187 scale.
187. Really? Yeah, I find that some of that stuff is very hard to find. So if there was somebody local, or in this case within Ontario,
Yeah.
that offers them, then that would be quite beneficial.
Yeah, because the store at the shop used to be open to the public. I would say a couple times a week, but I'm not sure if they still do that.
I'll show you guys this what I got done here so far. Right,
That
a
looks
couple of
great.
different colors, and
I'm just gonna spray a couple with the glue or with the hairspray.
this one has extra hold to it, so I expect great things.
Now, did you go dark on the top?
So depending on the one that I did some of them that were just straight one color, but then I'll come back and I'll flake a couple of the other on it. So I more or less use the light one the most, and then I'll come back and I'll sprinkle some of the darker on top. Or no, sorry, I got it backwards. I would do the dark one and then sprinkle some of the light on top.
Standing in my light.
But most of these here, you have to take a double hit with it because if you don't go fast enough, then the hair dries too quickly.
I just noticed that. It dries fast.
Yeah, it makes for a good project, a little day project. You just making some trees, and then once they're dry, I mean, it doesn't take long for the hairspray to dry. I'd give it about an hour, let it sit. If you need to go back and fill any other sections of the tree out, you can always take another hit at it. But they're usually pretty good to go, and then you can just drill a little hole on your layout and glue it in place, and away you go. BNSF CSX Bob. How's it going, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
IHC used to make a port crane.
So I'm doing light on the bottom and dark near the top, right? And just kind of mixing it.
Yeah, the consistency of leaf on a lot of these trees is, I mean, you're never going to have great consistency.
But what? Quite a difference.
I still need one of those, what are they called? Willow trees from Sparky? I think he said he was going to make me one. I have to bug him for that.
Thanks, Wigback. Yeah, it's turning out pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with this stuff. Time consuming, but that's all right. What else we got to do? Like there's painted, even painted and just left the way it is. Doesn't look that bad either.
Yeah, it gives it a kind of a fall vibe.
Yeah.
Or, winter, going into winter almost. Keep forgetting to hit it again.
Definitely gonna have to go get some more hairspray.
Yeah, I've had one that I've been using for a while, so that one's out. And I was scrambling around the house last night trying to find more hairspray, and then I found this travel one. This one's almost through too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go out and buy some before somebody's looking for it to use it for tomorrow or today.
I don't know. My wife had hairspray, but she never really uses hairspray. I think it's just one of those things that she just has, but doesn't really use. That's why she didn't really care to give it up.
Ah. And then there's a different color at the bottom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
I have the other spray. What's it called? Something tacky, but it's like Spider-Man. It shoots it out of the can like.
Oh, silly string?
Yeah, it's almost like silly string, but it's what's it called? Something tacky. Tack spray or something.
I don't know.
Somewhere in this mess of the trade room.
Is it the darker one? Yeah, it's the darker one.
Tacky spray. Wonder if that works.
I don't know.
Oh.
You know what? The Gorilla spray glue actually smells terrible. So, yeah.
Don't
'Cause
use that.
I personally wouldn't use the Gorilla spray glue. I mean, I used it for my backdrops. Yeah. Yeah, it was really bad. Like, you got to put up a fan and, oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
But if
great.
that's the only way to hold, or at least how I found it would hold.
Well, I tried that stuff. It works.
It does
Now
work.
it's all. Stick to the hairspray. This claps it up a little bit.
Yeah. I look at this and I'm like, where was this sooner? You know? Whenever you're just like, I need, a better looking tree. Well, here it is,
Yeah, compared to the ones you make at Woodland Scenics or whatever.
Yeah. And I've even gotten trees off of Amazon, and that was a bust too. So,
Yeah. Yeah, because they're all clumped together and bunched, and
some of them are like weirdly shaped. Some of them are like, you can tell it's not a good looking tree, If you're not too fussy and you just want some trees and whatnot, then it's fine. But trying to do some next level stuff here.
trying to get my rubber glove on. Not bad. Definitely sticky.
Thanks, John. If you're trying to get in touch with Sylvan Scale Models, they do have a Facebook page, and then you can just IM them directly. I'm not sure how quick they are to respond, but that's one way to get in touch with them. I don't know their email off by heart, so. Other stuff here. don't know if this will work.
How many trees do you think is in a box?
That's a good question. I want to say at least 75. That's my guesstimate.
That's your guess?
Yeah. But that doesn't include all the little bushes and all the extra little stuff you can also do. Just going to go back over a couple of these.
Try and save as much as you can, anyways, with the tray.
Yeah. Now, the only problem with the company that makes these is that they don't sell to stores anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the only issue. So you have to order it online or fight people off at train shows for them.
That's a bummer, really. Yes.
Yeah.
But I think you can order off them direct, can you not?
That's true. Yep. You can order from the website.
I'm not sure what the shipping is, but
I'm not too sure, but if I go through this box pretty quick and I need more, That'll probably be a call I'll have to make at some point.
Yeah,
I already know that, like next year when we go to Springfield, probably be fighting off the masses for boxes of these.
Yeah, they don't last long. I think they're gone by noon, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that. Going through the border, though, I was like, I referred to them as armatures, and the guard was like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, like mini trees," and he's like, "Oh, okay." So if I was all like, "Yeah, it's like fake tree bush," he'd like, "Let me see that. What are you bringing into this country?"
Yeah. And I find if you really kind of pinch your fingers through it, because I don't want my branches all covered, but you get a good shot of that. But yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good. As Tim would say, they make it like that.
Yeah. And I just pinch the flake or the flock, I guess, and just rub it in my fingers. So when it drops on there, it's not clumpy or chunky. It's pretty easy stuff to work with. I've gotten 6 or 7 trees done already. Not bad.
Yeah, it's kind of working through it, right?
You're definitely going to go through the hairspray, but I think this is a better method than using glue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like using glue and then dipping it in. That could get pretty messy.
Yeah. Yeah, this version is just really quick. And I think that if you're dipping the whole thing, I don't know. It's like they say that the glue that they have is supposed to protect the wood as well, which I don't know how long everyone's planning on keeping their layout for, but I think the trees will definitely surpass any layout anyways.
6 months at least.
For the next 6 months.
And then the lighter you put it on, right? It just makes it more of that, more realistic.
Yeah.
Like there's one I just lightly did. And I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple spots at the bottom, but man, that stuff works good. I'm impressed with this stuff.
I'm gonna go back over a couple of these that I feel like because it was near the end of the spray can's life there, so I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle a bit more on some of these parts. I don't want it to look too full, but I just don't want it to be naked at the same time. If that makes sense.
And then give her a shot after and let that dry off.
It's pretty successful, right? Like you feel like you're doing stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest method too, is using the hairspray. And just going over this lightly. Doesn't take long to do. Biggest thing is painting them, letting them dry, and then just preparing everything, right?
Yeah, the prep work is kind of extensive, but once you get to it, you're basically already done at that point.
Yeah.
The painful part is waiting for things to dry, you know, waiting for it to dry from painting, waiting it to dry from spraying it with the hairspray. It's just the waiting. That's what I don't like, but with the glue as well, you have to hang them upside down like this. I don't know why, but that's what everyone was saying as well when you use the glue dipping method.
Just give her a little dab too. Phew.
Yeah,
Smells
yeah.
like
I think the dollar store has those little travel ones if you're not planning on doing a lot. But I think it's something that you should always keep on hand, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna go upstairs after, and she's gonna think I went to a salon or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely hitting most of these a second time. Got to make sure that the spray holds and it catches enough. And I like that not every tree is the same.
Yeah,
They're all different.
every one of them is different, which is a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Because I bought the ones off Amazon, and it's like, yeah, every tree is the same. Whoa.
That's what I do, Chris. I hang them upside down. It keeps them straight as they dry. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And some of these just look, dare I say, pretty cool, you know, as far as the trees go.
Yeah, I might have to go back through them later and just clean them out a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely a few that they need that for sure. Yeah, the extra hold. This is extra hold level 5. So can't go wrong with that. Although the Dove one is a little scented compared to the Tresemme, which was not scented.
That's what she
Well,
says.
yeah. I'm not too picky though. Being how this is like my first time doing this, so it is what it is. And I've still got so much leaf stuff in both of these things. I think that the 2 bags together should be able to do the whole box and maybe have some left over, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I still got, over half a bag each. And I got them in containers, right?
Yeah.
So, not a lot. Definitely gonna have lots. And then they got fall colors too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Are you going to try to do some fall on your layout too at some point?
I don't have any really fall scenes right now. Maybe eventually.
Yeah, even on one of your other levels too.
Yeah.
You could do like a whole level of different ceiling.
So that's pretty impressive stuff for like, I think I got 11 trees done already. And it don't take long.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is tree number 16 for me here. But as far as the ones that are done and dry, I've got 3 that are good to go on the layout. Plus the 2 that are already out there. So it just takes a while to work through, you know?
Yeah.
Your great looking scenic trees, Scenic Express. That's the name I was looking for earlier. Ground cover is great. Also, Mark Wahlberg line is the best. Mark Wahlberg has a line?
Yeah, no, every time I hear that, it's like, Mark Wahlberg. Sprayed that up. Give it a little weathering effect.
Yeah, looks good. I should start getting more vehicles. You know, besides buses, anyways.
Yeah.
I love my buses, but
I'm going to do a construction scene.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
With the track wheels.
Martin Wahlberg, not Mark Wahlberg.
Martin Wahlberg. Well, that makes sense. I'm like, I know Mark Wahlberg's into like a fast food chain, isn't he?
Yeah, Wahlburger or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move these trees. So yeah, these are some of the trees here. A couple of different colors, shades, styles, shapes, heights. Put those on the layout after. I gotta spray up some more so that we can do more of that. I don't think I made too much of a mess here.
Well, I got a mess.
So I got this truck that I got from one of the guys from Dave, I believe, and it's a Beaver lumber truck. I just wanted to see. I hate to open it because it's probably one of those ones that are very hard to find, but got to put it on the layout. So the bed comes off. Does the cab come off? It does.
Do you find sticking them in cardboard better? Because I tried styrofoam and what a pain.
I put it in a very sturdy cardboard. Like I poked a hole with a screwdriver and then I just popped it through. And it worked well. Where did... So I'm just very curious to see if I can add lights to this truck or anything, because I think it would be really neat.
Now, I think you could send trucks to that. What's that place that I got the East Coast Circuit?
Yeah.
And they'll install them for you. Or are you actually going to try and install some yourself?
I'm thinking about it. I just don't know what I have. I might have lights in the other room, but I'm not sure. The odd time I buy extra nano lights from Woodland Scenics for just an occasion.
Great.
At least I know I can always use something like this and then more or less just wire up the cab and then have it run through here and then have that under.
Evan Design Lights. Oh, there's actually a guy in this one.
I'll just put this back for now. At least I know I can take it apart if need be. Because there's a clear strip that goes, and it goes in each of the holes where the headlights are. So all I do is remove that when I go to put the lights in it. What happens here? Oh my gosh. When you take certain things apart, they just don't want to go back together. Okay, there.
Never fails.
There.
Hey, Dwayne. How's it going?
One thing I'm looking for, I said, remember I sent you a picture of that all red CN truck? I'm trying to find one of those, but I can't seem to find it.
Those are hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot a tree.
Too wide. Wonder if I could put a few of these. Might just look better with the one raft load.
That tacky stuff really works.
Oh,
wow. Got some of that on hands. Can't get it off.
The spray?
Yeah. It's tacky spray, no doubt.
The same gentleman that sent me the Beaver Lumber truck just sent me a picture of the CN truck that I'm talking about. He said, "You looking for this?"
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yes.
I didn't know where you can find
Apparently, Dave's house.
them.
He said he had some stuff that he was saving from a while ago, so it must have came out, good 5+ years ago. Oh, he got them 15 years ago.
Well, that'd be why you can't hard to see. Can't get them anymore, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Somebody might come out with them.
That is true.
Rapido did those cars, right?
It does seem like a Rapido thing. He'll probably need them, right?
Yeah. I'm sure they got buses coming out soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they always got buses coming out.
Now that they got hairspray and everything all over my hands, it's hard to get gloves on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in Ford F-Series. It's not even for any particular reason. I just like CN, and I saw a picture on I think it was either Facebook or somewhere on the interwebs there, and it was of the real truck, and I think it might make deliveries to the yard or to and from the yard or something like that. So I just think it would be cool to have. Well, see, BNSF Bob there. He said, "I need manufacturers to produce more modern trucks and cars that of companies that had them, but they're all gone and out of business." Yeah, well, I mean that's the case with this one here. So in Canada, I don't think Beaver Lumber ever went to America, but Beaver Lumber, which is local to me anyways, I used to go there when I was a kid with my family. Like there, you need hardware stuff, you go to Beaver Lumber, right? And they closed before the 90s. I'm almost positive it was early 90s or not even the 90s. They closed in the late 80s. And that's when your Home Depots and Ronas and all that started taking over, right? So, and Home Hardware as well. Home Hardware, I think, took over Beaver Lumber, something like that. I can't remember. I don't know the logistics of their deal, but
Yeah,
to find Beaver Lumber trucks is it's a tough one.
that's what happened.
And because I'm doing, it was Home Hardware.
Yeah, Beaver Home
I got
Hardware.
my
took
little
over.
Beaver Lumber wrap.
Yeah.
Huh. RPS went out of business and it was bought by Atlas. We're just waiting for Atlas to restart the line for the F250, 450 pickup truck bodies. Well, I do like those trucks there, and Coca-Cola is nice, and the CP ones are nice, and the John Deere one's nice. Dave is sending me pictures of trucks that he has there.
He's not sharing them.
Oh, he said to make him an offer.
There you go. Price is right. Doesn't take much to weather these. Then I'll go over.
John sent me a link. He sent me a link for PWRS, and it has a picture of this truck here that I have. Is it possible to buy that truck? Or, like, I don't know. Like, it just says it's an Athearn SKU, special run made by Athearn for Canada only. But it doesn't say that they have it for sale. When I click on the SKU, it comes up like it's a phone number, not. Oh, just for the CN one. Oh, they're all long gone. I'd have to think about that. I'm not sure what they're worth. I don't want to rip you off. Yeah, certain collectibles, I don't know. Floyd lived next door to a Beaver Lumber. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, they used to get some pretty good stuff at Home Lot, Beaver Lumber and stuff. That's what the prices were still.
Every year they always did coloring contests for every holiday thing. Oh yeah, the price is. I mean, I don't remember because I was like 4 or 5, so. But I can imagine.
Yeah. Pretty impressed with the trees, though. Turned out pretty good.
How many did you manage to get done?
I got 12 done. And
Just
then
like
realized
that,
I
eh?
still got one. Yeah. Now I'll go over them again with the hairspray after. Make sure they're good and cured.
Do you have a place for them on your layout already? A place where you know that you want to put them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple spots. Never enough trees.
That's for sure.
What else you got coming up? Are you still working on trees, or? Have you talked about?
No, I ran out of trees, so I'm doing my lumber loads again here.
Ah. You talked about your March dealio coming up?
What happens in March?
I got that upside
Which
down.
part of
No.
March? What's that?
ITLA.
I can't even read that. What is it? What does it say? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, are we doing that? Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, we're doing that.
As long as I can get that kit, I'm sure I can. But
Okay.
yeah. So in March, we're doing an ITLA kit build. Now I do still need to talk with Nick, because it'll either be Nick or even maybe possibly Muskoka Steve. And I'm going to have them on, and they're going to hopefully give us somewhat of a tutorial of the build, or of a build, and how the pros do it.
Yeah.
So that'll hopefully happen in March. I'm sure it will. Mike has his kit already. I know which kit. Do we know the name of the kit? Yeah, we know the name of the kit. It's
Yeah.
where's my phone?
Something York. You want me to go grab the kit?
Yeah. It's a full flat HO scale York Industries. You can grab the kit if you'd like, but I'll show a picture here. So this is the one that Mike already has, and I really like it as well. So this is the one that we're going to do. And I think it's about $150, 150 Canadian. So if you want to build along with us, it'll probably be the next kit build series, and it'll be technically my first wood kit. Mike, how about you? Is that your first wood kit, or? He's gone. But yeah, Wigwag, we're finally doing a wood kit.
Doing a wood kit.
Now, when you go onto the ITLA website, just in case you don't just in case if you guys are yet to go to the ITLA website, when you're going through the checkout area, so you choose the kit, and then it gives you a couple of other options if you would like to add roof detail parts, venting on the side, and it also gives you the option for a little loading dock, which is basically it makes it more three-dimensional, so you can have your loading dock door open with a scene inside. Those are just options for you. But do you just have the main building kit there, or did you get any of the extras?
I got some extras. That's the York industrial kit. So you can either do it as a flat,
Yeah,
or as a 3D dimensional.
Okay. True. Yeah, they're very modular, which is great. I'll probably be doing mine as a backdrop building because I kind of already know where I want it to go. So
Yeah. So you can get all.
yeah, that
all the
hotel is
stuff.
massive, Anthony.
Oh, the hotel kit. I want to get that kit he had at the show. I think it was 2 something in the States, 3 something over here.
Oh, the big one, the $400, $500 one.
Oh, was that it?
I think that kit was like massive. Yeah, yeah, the one
That's
that
the one
came
that
with mini print stuff and the extra detailing stuff, and
Yeah, that's the stuff. That'd be the kit.
now we don't have an exact date that a start date, and also, like I said, I still have to talk to Nick to see when we can do that. If we can do if I can get Nick for March 3rd, which is in 3 weeks, do the tutorial thing there. And then why does it not let me? Okay, and then we start on the 10th. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
So we do a Sunday where he comes on and talks about it, and then we start on the 10th, and then however long it takes. He makes it sound very easy, but we'll see. We'll see how easy it is.
Well, I've done one kit.
Even if he does an hour, like it's, I don't think it'll take long to.
I've done a small kit before, like they've given you sample ones, and using the rattle can or pastels or whatever, they're easy to paint and weather. They really take the rattle cans paint, absorbs it pretty good. So it doesn't take much to do these. Even your acrylic paints with watered down, you can paint with those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool kits, laser cut kits. And Wag says he might join.
I've only done the deck.
Oh yeah.
You might have to.
The deck by your trailer.
You got a few weeks still. You got a few weeks, so. Yep.
That's a ITLA kit.
So not a big kit, but that is technically an ITLA kit.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
technically.
So yeah, pretty cool kits.
They really are. I'm very excited to try a wood kit. I hear nothing but good things. So.
Yeah, they're very detailed. Looking forward to that, Bill. Take a lot of patience.
These are my Beaver Lumber logos. I got M&M Rails was nice enough to print me out 1 million of these. And I just cut out a set of 3, I believe.
Is that
3.
that for your wood load?
Nope, 4.
Question for you. Do you so that's you're building your wood load there for your center beams?
Yeah.
At the club,
Yep.
They actually take a chunk of wood and put it in the center beam and then wrap it like that with the sheet. No, I think they do that because the cars are too light.
Yes.
The new Walters kit. Which is the new Walters kit?
Yeah, they're. I mean, like that's. I'm not sure what the new Walters kit is.
Yeah,
But basically with these, I take it's a Walters lumber load. That's one of the small ones, but I use the large ones, and I wrap it in white plastic garbage bag. So I cut a little square and I use my glue and I wrap it and seal the ends there. Then I cut a little label for the front, which has the Beaver Lumber logo on it. And I put my little matchstick 2x4s underneath there, and it kind of props it up a bit. And then they're all stackable and yep. It's nothing too fancy, but it gets the job done. More on the pricey side. I wish I had a piece of wood that I can just wrap in plastic, opposed to using these. But as far as size accuracy, it's about right.
The furniture factory? That's the new kit?
Furniture factory. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now. That is a nice kit. I'm kind of running out of rooms for kits, and I even have some kits that I probably have to sell off because I won't even be able to use them.
I'm trying to remember that kit.
That one is new. That one was announced a week ago, possibly.
Oh. Just cleaning up the gun here.
I thought I had a white glue in here. It turns out I do not. Okay, we got 10 minutes left anyway.
Looking forward to the P42s.
The P42?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be nice. It's, I don't think I've received this much via in a short amount of time. It's weird, which makes me think that there's not going to be a lot of via for the next several years, except for those passenger cars when they show up.
Wow, which ones now?
Because we had the Bachmann, now we have the Athearn. The Rapido cars, the silver ones, those will be out like within a year or so, probably.
Oh, gotcha.
But other than that, I don't think anybody is doing any more Via Locos anytime soon.
No. We need some LRC cars or something to go with that P42.
I've got about 15, so I don't know. I think I'm okay in the LRC car department. I mean, I could probably stand to use some like regular blue ones, but I've got a little bit of everything, and I think that's why I want to get the green Renaissance version of the P42, because I've got the green LRC cars that would look really nice with that.
Yeah. I have the the run that they did at OVR. The LRC ones with the faded out Canadian flag on them.
Yeah, there was the 4 of them. Still remember the day that Lauren talked to me about that.
Was he like, hey, what do you think of this?
Yeah, then he's like, go take a look at a couple of videos and see what numbers you can scrape up and cross-reference them with all the ones that have been previously done so that you're not doing a rerun of a car.
Right.
So then I had to find 4 car numbers, and those are the ones that got done.
Yeah, I should have got more of those.
Was, two sets of 2 that were done. Did you only get the 1 set?
I think so. So I got to go to like a train show and see if I can find some, but they're going to be overpriced. I got lots of.
Well, a lot of people that still wanted LRC cars, they ended up buying more of those cars there and then just renumbering them.
Perry
that's
says
why they eventually sold out, because they just need more numbers.
Perry says the Athearn has the wrong color of blue on it. I was going to post that up, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't do that. I'm on your live.
Are you talking about the top? I might have a picture. Sure. Yeah, and then people are saying, well, it could look like it's faded.
I'm waiting on the stamping plan.
You talking about that, Perry? Blue on the top there. Because the blue does look a little bit too light, but yeah, if you weather it, it might just look like it's more faded than anything. I don't know.
He says, yeah.
I've never owned a P42 before, so that'll be my first P42.
I've been
I actually think
wanting one for years. I think since I got back in the hobby,
I've always wanted one.
Yeah, I just couldn't find them. Huh. Remember they did that one run 3-4 years ago? It was the green one.
Yeah, it came in like the black and silver box. It was like a I think it was the
Yeah.
first time they had done it with DCC and sound, I believe. But who knows? These ones should be good though, except obviously like the coloring. But if you're not too picky, then it shouldn't matter too much.
Perry's got 2 from the old run.
I'm waiting on the stamping plant. Huh.
Bob says he's listening while he's working on layout.
Wait, did I ask you if you got the switcher? Did you get the
No, I think
the
Bubs
SW?
did.
Yeah. Well, he already had one, but then he got another one.
Yeah, no, I didn't get the Via switcher.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird price. It was like what, $350
something like that.
Switcher for a sound one. It's yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little bit much. Wigwag, I'm hoping the weather next week is decent because I checked the 14-day forecast. Look like snow for Saturday, even in Nestler, which is about 2 hours from me. 2.5.
Is that a train show?
No, it's virtual rail fan. They have like it's diamond, and you get rail fan right from there. There's a little park right beside the tracks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of central for Wigwag, Pappy, and Dave. Like it's all 2 hours from everybody, so I'm hoping to go down there and meet the boys on next Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, since it's a long weekend.
Is it? Oh yeah, Family Day weekend.
Family Day weekend.
Well, you're gonna spend the weekend with the train fam then.
The train fam, yeah. Day trip. Well, I'm gonna go down early in the morning. Yeah, Dirk, Ohio Steam and Steel. Yeah, he's coming up too. Perfect.
Oh,
it's about 2 hours for me, 2.5, and it's about 2 hours for Wigwag and Dave. We're gonna meet up there. I'll keep the boys posted, but I was thinking leaving here at 6 o'clock Saturday morning. Get me there for 8, 9. And
that's cool.
Do a little rail fanning and go out for lunch. Hammer down and back to the house.
Sweet. So who's live tomorrow night? It's James,
tomorrow
right?
Night is James. He bought 2 of everything. I'm not sure what he bought this week, but he's got 2s.
Well, did you see the chat earlier? He wanted to go shopping.
He was texting me about my Happy Friday. So it's Happy Friday this week, plus Family Day Monday.
What's Happy Friday?
I don't get it, but most like the refiner guys get it. It's like a day off with like a wage day or whatever they call it.
Okay.
Contractors, we don't get it, but I mean, sometimes it's slow enough that I could take that day off. I'm on call this week too, so yeehaw. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you get more work done on the layout than
I
the
hope
other
so.
work. We'll have to see where you put those trees as well, and if they plant well. So I used on the ones that I already put out there, I used a bit of wood glue, the Lepage stuff. After you put just a little bit of glue around the end of it, and it should hold it. And they were standing up pretty good. So see what happens. But yeah, you'll have to let us know where you put them once you get them there.
Looks like Bob's going to go down too.
Bob's going down?
Yeah, looks like it. And then talking to Stormy Sky, he was thinking about going down, him and Jenny and Steve and Dave.
Nice.
Hopefully the weather's good, right? So
yeah, it's been nice. This past week here, like +10, +7. So
she'd be a beauty.
Yeah, it's basically summer already.
Yeah, but then next week it cools down. And like I say, look like 80% snow on Friday or Saturday. but only 1 centimeter, just a dusting.
Yeah,
You
usually
never
it's
know.
well, it's different because it's usually blistering cold out there, like the end of January, most of February, and then a little bit of March is usually just like the worst,
Yeah.
as far as the cold and the snow and whatnot. But it's been not terrible, so it's different. But
Definitely.
so after tomorrow, well, who's live tonight?
Who's live tonight?
Yeah,
Sidetrack Tuesday?
no, today's Sunday. Sidetrack Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Today's Sunday.
Yeah,
Who's live
no rush
tonight?
the week.
I know
Don't know.
Edward from Happy Valley Hobbies.
Yeah.
He's at 7.
Okay.
Who's at 8 o'clock tonight? Trying to think. Is it that is a good question. Sunday night.
I'm not too sure myself, but it's hard to keep
Super
track
Bowl.
sometimes.
Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah. Looking
Who's
forward to missing that.
Yeah. Who's your prediction?
The Chiefs? I
Chiefs?
guess? Yeah.
I figured they're gonna lose because they're Taylor Swift curse.
Well, hopefully
That's a
not.
That's what happened to my Blue Jays anyways, but who knows?
Yeah. What about
Dwight.
you?
Yeah. Dwight's live at 2. I'm gonna go for the underdogs.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
49ers?
I think so. 49ers.
Yeah.
Be
Nice.
some good commercials.
Yeah. That the snacks and the commercials are what I always look forward to. It is what it is, I
Yeah.
I don't really truly understand football and all the little logistics of it. And when people's like, that should have been that kind of call, I'm like, I have no idea. So I don't do sports well like most people would, but yeah, it is what it is.
Curly's live at 2.
Oh yeah, Curly's live in 1 hour. So
Yeah. So
definitely
that's
check them out.
Tuna Can Express. Go check out Curly's channel. 2 o'clock.
What about Wednesday? Are you doing Wednesday or is
Who's cab crew this week? I want to say it's either Daryl or Thomas.
Daryl or Thomas? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's Daryl. Doesn't Daryl do? Is this technically the first? No, it's not the first Wednesday, but
Yeah, I did the first Wednesday, and then I think it's Derail Daryl, but
yeah.
I'm not sure.
And then Mark is Thursday, so Eminem Rails Thursday night at 8 o'clock for Third Rail Thursday. I don't know what he has planned, but
yeah, who knows?
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, we'll be back next week. We'll do some more trees or something. We'll work on some kits, and we'll hang out.
Right on. It's been fun.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks everybody in the chat.